Welcome to the world of cosmetic tattoos. A tattoo is a form of body art that is created using a handheld machine attached with a needle whereby ink is inserted into the dermis layer of the skin. The end product is a work of art, more often than not, a sight to behold. Tattoos and the art of tattooing did not begin in the modern times. According to historical records, tattooed mummies have been recovered from at least 49 archaeological sites worldwide, including locations in Greenland, Alaska, Siberia, Mongolia, Western China, Egypt, Sudan, the Philippines, and the Andes. The oldest discovery of tattooed human skin to date is found on the body of Otzi, the Iceman, dating to between 3370 and 3100 BC. Back then, they used to indicate status for healing, religion, and even a form of punishment. Fast forward to present day, and tattoos have become more popular and more appreciated as a form of art and not a sign of rebellion by the youth, as may have been perceived when the trend emerged. Fred Musyoka, a tattoo artist for the last 6 years, says while people may have varied reasons for choosing body art, ultimately the collective desire is to communicate a message of great significance through a visible symbol.
I'd say a lot of people get tattoos for different reasons. Some get them for maybe for memories, maybe to remember something. Maybe you'd get maybe a son and you'd want to get a tattoo of your son's name. People get tattoos for different reasons.
However, in some parts of the world, and even here in Kenya, tattooing is still frowned upon by some religions and cultures. This is because they view tattoos as ungodly and unacceptable.
The signs that young people, not even young people, even old people, use and put in fixed areas, like the arms, like the body, like the neck and every part of the body. To me, that is like a kind of a culture that is coming up. This thing wasn't there before. People could use it long time in cultural. Maybe you find some 3 marks on the face, meaning something in cultural. But then, to me, I feel today, in this new generation, there is a misuse of that. It doesn't bring the original meaning of the signs that other people use to fix in their bodies.
Fred acknowledges the issues raised by religious leaders, but adds that celebrities who proudly show off such tattoos as movie stars, sports personalities, and musicians have helped to downplay stigma and taboo associated with the fad.
The criticism, I wouldn't say it's too much right now, but it's still there. And at the same time, I'd say in life you just take everything positive, and nothing will just stop you from doing what you do. And with me, this is what I do. This is where I earn a living from. And if I get such kind of criticism and you don't pay my house rent, I don't see how the criticism is going to help me. So I usually take it positive.
He insists a decision to have body art must be individual and well thought out to avoid regrets in future.
It's your first tattoo. You first have to know what you're getting. You just don't get a tattoo for the sake of it. You'll have to know what you're getting, where you're getting it, and you'll also have to think about the future, because you'd get a tattoo somewhere today and maybe in the next 5-6 years you didn't want it there.
Tattooing can be a costly affair health-wise and financially if proper measures are not taken to protect both the artist and the client from infections.
We do our level best to take care of the client and take care of ourselves at the same time. First and foremost, we use new needles to each and every client, new gloves, new tips, new equipments. Like each and every equipment, it's used to one client and one client alone.
Additionally, tattooing may damage the skin and can cause complications such as allergic reactions by tattoo dyes. To reduce the risk of infection, Fred, who confesses that 15% of his body is inked, advises strict adherence to aftercare instruction provided by the artist.
An antibiotic that you're supposed to be applying on your skin. The antibiotic reduces any kind of infection, and there are things that you're not supposed to do as well if you have a new tattoo. You're not supposed to like swim in a swimming pool, you're not supposed to soak it in water for a very long time, you're not supposed to expose it in direct sunlight. Then just avoid it to get from any kind of dust maybe or dirt. Yeah, that's how you just keep your tattoo clean. Then after a week it's healed, it's good to go.
Currently in Kenya, there is no professional body to regulate practice nor training centers for budding tattooing artists, and this is hindering growth of the sector.
In Kenya, not yet. We're not yet there. As much as we're working hard to push this industry to be something big in the near future, because there are actually big artists abroad that do big things, have big TV channels and YouTube channels. And with time, I have a feeling us as Kenyans, we'll have to accept this as an industry.
Regardless of the current status, Fred asserts tattoos are here to stay as part of an ancient and worldwide tradition of human self-decoration and expression. Before making this major decision to get inked, it is important to note that a tattoo is effectively permanent, and although removing it may be possible, it is expensive and painful. Beatrice Gatonye, Channel 1 News Hour.